Yo, what's good? What's good? It's Stormybman, and I am back. Welcoming you to Stormybman's Boxing Raps for this Sunday, March 19th, 2023. And we are here. This is number 39 in the series of boxing rap shows, a live that I do where I just come on and talk the sport and point out particular points of interest, things that are happening. The regular call-in show, I didn't want to do that this morning. I've been known to take calls on this show. I'm not certain even as of right now if I want to do that or not. But just let it be known that I do have variety in my catalog of what I do. So sometimes on my boxing raps, I have guests on here. It's not something I do a great deal of, but I have it from time to time. The whole idea about that is keeping certain things fresh, keeping a certain type of a momentum toward growth and prosperity, to not be stagnant. We see a lot of examples of plagiarism, people carbon copies, theft, stealing your ideas and things like that, because laziness is a part of some people's efforts in life. Laziness. Instead of getting up saying, how can I take it to the max today, they get up saying, let's see what I can get away with today, what I can get by with, if I can phone it in, so to speak. Now, some of you may be saying like, well, what the hell is any of that got to do with boxing, right? And what we're gonna talk about here. Well, if you saw the title, there's always a method to the objective here. Discipline and desire have left boxing. in a nutshell. Discipline and desire have left boxing. Now there's a way to put a cap on that and reel it in and dial it in real strong and try to figure a way to accentuate the context of that. It's done by the observation of why are some of these fighters of today fighting? What are they in the sport for? Now you might say, well, you know, some of them, a lot of them have got in here to feed their family. You could get a job at the post office with decent benefits and don't have to get hit upside the head for a living. Unless you mess with some of them old veterans at the post office, because they will go upside your head. Postal employees are a different breed. Some of them should be in boxing. Yeah. But when I say this, how many are really students of the game, have studied the sport, are familiar with more than simply Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Muhammad Ali, Marvin Hagler? I see the assholes have gotten up early this morning. Yeah, they have. It's ridiculous. What is that? To simply come in and be a disruptive element for something positive. For something positive. See, that's the world we're living in today, people. Positivity along with discipline and desire have left society. Yeah. Unbelievable. But anyway, so these guys do not look to feature themselves at their best because they don't have anything that they've studied. And I'll tell you how I know that that rings true. If everybody's trying to box like Floyd Mayweather Jr., when styles in boxing can be diversified according to what your natural talents happen to be, everybody can't do what Floyd did. Everybody can't dance on their toes with athleticism and move for 15 rounds like Ali did. Everyone can't pull out of the way of punches and move around and be evasive like Roy Jones and Ali and Michael Nunn. So there has to be a place to start where a leveled foundation where you are being taught how to move in boxing, throw punches, evade punches, footwork. When that's not being done, when it's not being shared, the well is shallow. The finished product is even more shallow. You know, quick story about Riddick Bowe. When his handlers approached legendary trainer Eddie Futch to train him, Eddie Futch was not interested. He had heard about Bowe because Bowe, as an amateur, had had some success. Excuse me. He had heard about Bowe's immaturity and not serious enough approach to his craft. And they wanted to get Eddie to teach Bowe. And Bowe was like, not interested. They was like, well, can we just talk to you about it? He was like, go ahead, it's your dime. They basically begged Eddie Futch. But he knew what Bowe brought to the table talent-wise, and he also understood what Bowe and his limitations would be character-wise. At the end of the day, Futch was not wrong. One of the tests was road work. Eddie Futch was nearing 80 years old, right? It's like this young man who's 22 years old, 23, he's got to get up and do his road work. Futch was not going to get up and run with him or wake him up. That's what you got alarm clocks for. Alarm clocks. Yeah. Bowe didn't want to do the simplest of things, but he had ability. He was a big man, 6'3", almost 6'4", 80-inch reach. Could be light on his feet. Decent hand speed. Had heart. But never achieved the heights that were in front of him because of the lack of discipline and desire. when you get to a point, you and your family were hungry at one point, and you come into a place to be at better conditions than where you've come from. And one of your desires is to put a kitchen-like setup in your bedroom. Out of all the things that you can do with economic growth, you want to be able to roll out of the bed to the fridge. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. Now, I'm not saying these things to come down heavy on Riddick Boy. I'm giving an example of what I'm talking about, because I do believe that that man in private, quiet, alone time and space would admit he could have done a few things differently had he had a different psychological approach. Sometimes we reject authority in our community because the government has gotten involved in domestic nurturing, development, but not to assist. That was done to cause strife, dissension, so that you could be manipulated and controlled by them. Yeah. Think of it like this. You're a breadwinner. You pay your taxes. You work hard. You've started a family, so you have a wife and soon come children. More than one will stress this point greater. That's one household. You've been on your job 10 years. The government taxes you for your home, we back. But this is what they do to me. This is what they do. How is that possible? That they could just come and mess with people's stream like this? What the hell, man? What the hell? But you see what I'm talking about though, right? Now, if I was on here talking about other people, their channel, drama, not only would my numbers be inflated into the hundreds, but they'd put me back up in the algorithms very high to make sure that more people are drawn to it. But they gave me a warning because I had a Tupac clip from Juice when he said, these niggas scared. They said that I was inciting violence and threatening a group of people. What people? And what violence? There's a dude out there on TikTok who uploads to YouTube gangbanger shootouts all the time. People getting smoked on the camera. And it's out there. Yeah, they gave me a warning. They didn't give me a strike. They said it was my first infraction, so it's a warning. So it's even up on my page where I go for my channel analytics and stuff. That's going to sit up there for I don't know how long. Yeah. Dude, there's people out there calling each other the N-word, left, right, backwards, and forwards. But I was inciting violence by having Tupac from Juice clip on my page saying this nigga scared. You know, when he was standing in the alley and he was talking to his friends. You can't be serious. This is why I said it's somebody working for them, scrutinizing and abusing their ability to use YouTube. In my description box, I says warning, graphic and adult language. I've already earmarked that my content is never for children because we have adult conversation, even regarding the sport of boxing here at this channel. So it has nothing to do with inciting anyone unless you're just an ass who resents intellectual prosperity. Huh? You got people out here, they put monkey memes up and things like that toward a certain class of people. And the videos go by the thousands with no infractions from YouTube. All I'm saying, people, is I let you know these things because you have to understand that the conversation needs to be had. What you do with the information is up to you. Now, going back, before I was interrupted so rudely, that breadwinner of the household was one person to tax. But they started coming at the women. Do you know you can be your own boss? feminism. Now you have generations of women who have come up after the movement was initiated, and everybody paying taxes in the household now, right? Yeah. So you and your wife, you both got jobs. Now they taxing both of you. You were single, you were being taxed. You were single, you were married, head of household. Now you married, two in the house, we got you 2 times. Your kids go to school, they go away to school, they taxing that. They gonna get you, and bleed you dry. Huh? And we're not even talking about the broken homes, because part of the reasons that homes were broken is due to these pitfalls and traps that they put out there for you. Oh yeah. And since they don't want to willingly go into the pitfalls and traps, let's sprinkle a little something in the community like drugs and alcohol. Are you feeling me yet? Even that is not good, because cigarettes, that was too slow a process. So then they did the unthinkable. Crack. I would like someone to take a census of how many American households, black, white, and other, since the crack epidemic began, how many lives were destroyed, futures rendered obsolete. Oh, did I mention the penal system? Because when you fall into those pitfalls, that's the other end, outside of the graveyard. Yeah. So I fight for my family. Bullshit. What family is supposed to mean, you'd never fight for, because it didn't apply to you. And as long as you are under the influence under the addiction of ignorance, you can't see your way out. And there are those of you, just like those out there in the YouTube behind the scenes, that'll keep messing with a stream like this. Do what they can to keep everything destabilized. Yeah. I did a show, my Tuesday Tussle, a couple weeks ago. It wasn't a couple weeks ago. It was last week. Forgive me. Last week, last Tuesday. I did a show, the significance of having something to fight for. The significance of having something to fight for. Only 173 views on that stream, by the way, which is it's nothing. That should have been for the live. It should have been way over in the 500s or if close to 1,000 because of the subject matter. But see, this is what I talk about. Doing your part. Why are you listening right now? Think about it, people. I'm telling you. You guys want to talk about the comparison of men and animals and things of that nature, but I'm going to say this and be done with that particular point. They try to teach about Christ, the Savior. The Son of God. He who had given his life for the world. And was resurrected. When you see these false images that they've created in the depiction of him, who does he look like in those false images? But to tell you how horrible it is that you don't use your own mind. What is the scripture's depiction of the appearance of Christ? Scripture. What do they say he looked like? Salute to Flawless Mentality, Dr. Mark, who just popped up there in the chat. I don't know how long you've been listening, brother, but they've been messing with my stream again today several times. But this subject is pertinent. Where I'm going with this is pertinent, and Dr. Mark can answer these questions as well. Because a man has to have faith. But he also has to have the works and belief. And if you lack discipline and desire, how are these things possible? It's like it's not. But getting back, what is the scripture's depiction of Christ? Now we can talk about persecution. What man on this planet is more vilified, more persecuted, more downtrodden and stepped on and pushed back. They make laws of injustice to make his life more miserable in this existence. And nations band together, rally together for that. No, Yahweh, that is incorrect. It didn't say white wool. What color were his eyes? Hair as wool. What man on this earth hair is as wool? Pigmentation, skin, melanin is like bronze. You see why it's important to read? But it's even more important to be able to comprehend what you read. No, we're not speaking the same, but you're typing different. You have to speak the truth. You have to speak the fact. Otherwise, it's a misrepresentation. Please do not equate what I'm saying with a misrepresentation. There is a proper way to share information, and there's an improper way to share information. There's a reason why leadership is needed, but there's also a reason why leadership is always challenged. They do not want the return of the Messiah. They do not want that, but it's already in the cards. But when you talk about the return of the Messiah, the way that they go after you, put their foot on your neck in front of news cameras and people watching and murder you, shoot you in the back, shoot your children, shoot your women. But the word says, keep your eye to the sky. Because when he returns with great power and glory, it ain't gonna be from down here. That's if according to what you've been able to read in scripture, right? Think about it. Now think about all those who look just like you, who do their damnness to promote, to continue this madness down here. Think about it. Agents of chaos. Who you working for? Who are you working for? Who do you serve? With discipline and desire gone, you lose your way. When I talk about this, this may as well have been another episode of Tuesday Tussle. Because when you talk about boxing, fighting, every day is a battle. Every day is a battle. See, that's why I seek to correct, and if I stand to be corrected, I receive it. Because you don't want to mislead anyone. You don't want to mislead not one. Which is why I feel so strongly about them interrupting my stream and my numbers drop off, because the numbers were rising. But when they do that, the numbers fall off. That's like you slamming the door on people who need information. Censorship. Yeah. That's right, big homie Coop. We need it. We need it. Nourishment, fortification. As I said, if I was on here talking about rolling them up, pouring them up, sniffing them up, injecting them up, the numbers would be in the hundreds, if not thousands, currently watching. The interesting thing is, I'm out there just like other platforms, right? But it's a conscious choice. You choose, what you want on your plate. You ever seen people go to the buffet? I know buffets aren't as popular as they were before, prior to the pandemic. But if you ever had the chance to go to the buffet and you see people piling their plate up, 6 pieces of chicken, 4 ounces of mashed potatoes, 4 ounces of corn, mac and cheese. And they sitting 40 soda refills. I say that because how many do you see go make a salad? And the buffet has everything you would like on a salad. It's right there, so you make it, And then a piece or 2 of chicken, a smaller amount of mac and cheese, a smaller amount of mashed potatoes or corn, which are all starches, by the way. Nobody wants to get the green beans, the broccoli, and all of that, right? But I'm saying that to say this. Gluttony is out there, even on these airwaves. You gluttonous folk go out there and want to tap in, put it in your veins, all this negativity out there. But you get mad at me when I say it's foolishness. Maybe if you weren't under the influences, huh? Maybe if you could find that vein, huh? There you go, big homie Coop. Who taught you to hate yourself? I'm telling you what it is, people. I'm telling you. No, a few years back, before I even started a YouTube channel, I had these ideas. And I spoke to people in times, and people say, "You ever thought about writing a book?" Yeah, I've actually thought about it. I've actually put pen to paper and written down some notes and everything that outline. But I could never just get it going. I was like, and fast forward to now, this YouTube channel, this platform, when I stream, it goes live. This is across the world. Someone in another country could be watching me right now. See, most people don't think like that, though. They don't. But is this not more prosperous than a book that can be sitting on the shelf in a store? Someone in another country, when my book goes on release in another country, they would never even hear of the book. So any gems that I might be able to share here that could have gone into that book serve a greater purpose. How about that? Unforeseen. But there is someone who saw that way for me, for that path, huh? And I have to give it up to my creator for doing that. Because he could see where I could not, lighting the path along the way. And he don't have long, flowing brown hair with blue eyes and a beard looking like a hippie from the 60s. You're welcome. BBG, and I appreciate you with that representation. In fact, it says we've got about 26 people watching right now. If you are in the chat, please write in the chat where you're from. If you're in the U.S., put what city or state you're from. If you're outside the U.S., put what country you're from. I want to see the diversity, because all it will do is substantiate the point I'm trying to make here. Can you guys do that for me? G5 Gabe, salute to you. I see you, bro. Okay, Yave from Puerto Rico, my man. My man Drew Titan, LLC. We know Bronx on deck. Paul Carrick says from the DMV, Washington. That's what's up. Brian Corbett is in New York. Jay Gibson says Norfolk, Virginia, born and raised. I appreciate that. Lewis Hinton says Gulfport, Mississippi. Jelly Bean says South Bend, Indiana. Look at this, man. We are all around. Please keep them coming. Keep them coming, family. Big homie Coop is from Boston. $704 Joe repping that Dallas, you dig? I got you on that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stefano Martinez says San Francisco Bay Area. I got you. Salute to you. See, that's what's up. This is what I'm talking about. And just imagine there's someone that has caught wind of something that I've said during this stream and say, you know what? You know, much obliged, Stormy B. I appreciate that. You've given me something to look at. You know what I mean? Conversation rules the nation. But that's not 24 people though either, huh? Come on now. Come on, don't be shy. Stefano, I haven't seen him out there much, but he wrote in the chat where he's from. I have an appreciation for that. Come on. Rep who you are, where you're from. I'm from the Shy. I'm here in the Shy, you know? Mr. Shelton says Jackson, Mississippi. That's what's good, bro. Appreciate you. See, that enlightens me. You guys have no idea. When you participate, I do what I do. Do you not understand that there is an energy transfer here? I come on to do a positive thing for you all. The least you could do is give it back by engagement. Huh? That's the transfer of something positive. This is why I talk like I do, because I want you guys to understand that you have a responsibility. And if you do not own up to your responsibility, you are a person lacking the disciplines and desire for prosperity in your life. Don't you understand that? You can walk around false on eggshells, trying not to be broken, trying not to falter. But you've already failed. If you can't give of yourself and participate, you participate in all the bad things. Some of y'all close the clubs up. Some of y'all shoot the clubs up. Shut the bars down. If you cannot be a part of the process, why are you here? There's no drinks here. And definitely ain't a damn piece of fried chicken here for you. Huh? Salute to Mr. Turtle out there in that Cash App. Says, for good stuff, keep grinding. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. From Cincinnati. What's good, man? What's good? Appreciate your Cash App. CB Sports TV, what's good with you? We got Lala D in the building today. She says, Stormy, I'm from Providence, Rhode Island, home of Demetrius Andre and an old boxer named Vinny Pazienza from Rhode Island. Chicago is my home now. We're gonna have a big champ from here soon. Salute to you, Lala D. I appreciate you being out there representing the Chi and Rhode Island. Yeah. See, CB Sports, he don't want people to know this too much, but I'm going to put him on blast. He from here too, huh? He just went somewhere where the weather's warmer, huh? But he's a deserter, huh? A deserter, huh? What you doing? See, that whole thing about where you're from and how you represent, think about it. If you're an asshole, but you're from New Jersey, when you go somewhere and you represent, and they say, well, where's that kid from? Oh, he's from Jersey. Wow, they got some jerks from Jersey, huh? See? See? You have to represent properly. So when I asked, I didn't ask that so I want to find out who and where you are. I asked that because I want to see the diversity in the support for what we're doing, how we're reaching. There's a certain percentage of my content that is being viewed from the Philippines. Now that could be those old Manny Pacquiao folk, or maybe just some real people from the Philippines that like the sport of boxing. But it exists. I look through my analytics. I have a certain percentage of a Filipino audience representing watching my channel. Now, I don't have anything from Ireland, or Australia, even though I've talked about their fighters. But you see, when people rock with you, they rock with you. It'll show. Those Filipino people, it shows in the analytics. It's right there. I can pull it up. Now, when it comes to like my Kung Fu stuff, that is represented internationally. Just people from everywhere. And believe it or not, though my channel is not a Kung Fu channel, those are my greatest views on all of my Kung Fu content. Hundreds of thousands of views on the Kung Fu stuff. But I primarily bring you guys boxing. Now, where's my respect for those of you who claim to be supporters of the sport and claim to be supporters of me? You can't even hit my like button. You can't even share my content. I don't see you uploading it on Facebook or sharing it on Twitter or I don't see any of that from you. But you'll lie to my face and come in here and say, "Oh yeah, OG, yeah, I've been checking you. I support you." See? I told you, I put this out and what comes back is very little. But Christ fed a multitude of people with a couple of loaves of bread and a couple of fish, You know why that story resonates? It's because of what I just said a moment ago. I put out a lot for you guys, right? I do. I work hard at that. But you give me so little back. But you don't even realize that all it takes is a little to give me back. One positive voice can do so much. I had a conversation recently with Drew Titan about this. You could feel like you're going down a certain path. But one positive word from a person or encouragement or something can do so much for you and uplift you, and suddenly you have the strength to keep going on, persevering and pressing on. That's what the story about Christ and the bread and the loaves of bread and the fish feeding a multitude is supposed to mean to you. Just a little bit. A taste of something can give you nourishment enough and make you feel reinvigorated, full. Let's press on, brother. But no, if you're a parasite, you just take. Parasite. But what you don't understand is a parasite requires a host. If you're a living, energized being, not a parasite, you can grow through the people whose lives you touch. That's what immortality is all about. Because if you touch someone in the positive sense, your memory will never die. But if you have wrought havoc in life, when you're gone, people glad, they wipe their brow. Lala D. Lala D, you can claim whatever you want to claim. We're living in that type of world now. Remember, you got men out here they put on a dress and have a beard thicker and longer and fuller than mine, and they say that they identify with not being a man. Huh? Yeah. I just look at that and say, you know what? Claim what you want to claim. Because I'm looking at that. No, I don't say that. Listen, Lala D, listen. And I got something new to throw on y'all. That was a great segue, because for those folks that just want to claim or whatever to do, check this out.
I suck this cock in Poland.
Man, they out here. Listen. Yeah. Ah. Where's Drew Titan at? Because I was going to tell you about that. And if Lala D didn't say that, I wasn't going to play that today, but dude. Man. Man, my chest hurt. Oh boy. Oh. See, y'all have no idea, man. BBG, you say you ordered a shirt. Which one did you order? Which one did you order? Boxing and Barbecue, what's good with you? Jay Gibson, what's up? Dank Father, I see you guys. Oh, man. Sometimes I just, you know what? Man. In fact, that's another great segue. Let me pay some bills here. For you guys. Guys gonna have to get you some of that merchandise, man. I'm telling y'all that get to the back of the class F+T, the white one with the collage, that's very nice, y'all. It's made out of a great material. I got mine. I'll be wearing it on one of the shows. I'm wearing today the black polo. You see the Stormy B-Man logo on there? This is the black polo. You know, button down collar, you know, yeah. Black polo. My merchandise is pretty good stuff, y'all. And for those of y'all that like that black tee with the Stormy across the chest, the one that's that dark gray, that one's really nice too. I got that. I had it on the other day. I think when I did the Friday night chop session, that's what I was wearing Friday night. You know, salute to Art Man out there. He says, what do you think about the hardcore Tank fans not wanting the Haney fight next? Listen, man, history has shown that okay, Art Man, I appreciate that. Thank you. If you could shoot me an email so I have your email in my email roster, I can communicate with you directly. And my email is either in the description box or I think it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I know I changed something down there, so if it's not on the bottom of the screen scrolling, it's in my description box for all of my shows. My email, stormybman@gmail. But my thoughts about that is what we see, the supporters of a fighter wants to see him do his best. The fans, remember, fan being a short abbreviation for fanatical. Those fanatical people who don't want the best of the sport. It doesn't even have to be the guy that they claim to be behind or support. It could be just for the sport, the prosperity of the sport. They don't want to see those things happen because they really don't support greatness. These men, Haney, Davis, Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, and the soon up and coming Frank Martins and the other kid that's always out there talking now. Forgive me, I forget his name, but he's out of Bud Crawford's camp. All of these guys, in order for them to be great, they have to see each other. That's where the greatness comes. But fanaticals don't understand that because they don't want the best for the sport. They want to suppress it. Keyshawn, thank you, Lala D. I couldn't think of his name because I got my thoughts are going so fast right now. But they don't want the prosperity of the sport. They want to control it. And if it's something that's benefiting them only, that's what they want. It's like that person that says, nah, I got this. You know, it's that kind of thing. But if Tank were to get knocked out tomorrow, they disappear. If Tank got knocked out tomorrow, I will be there the day after he gets knocked out to say, get up, bro, go back in the gym and come back. That's who I am. That's a boxing supporter. Fanaticals do not operate on the same plane that normal people do. That's why they're called fanatics. So to answer your question, all right, man, it's like they'll go the same route as the Canelo people, the Manny Pacquiao people, the Tyson Fury people. That's all flash in the pan, huh? Fair weather fans. Here today, gone tomorrow. Some of them are coming out of the woodwork now to show and throw support behind people who are recently having some kind of vibe. And you look at Ryan Garcia, there's a whole bunch of them that are coming out for Ryan, right? They're supporting him right now. But if Ryan don't perform and don't look good or get knocked out, any of those things that are negative that could happen, they're going to disappear. Poof, gone in the wind. So that's what that is. But notice, I don't dwell on those kind of things. I don't. I give you keys that you need to hear rattling, huh? Because when you got them on the ring and you shake them, you can hear the keys jingling, right? In the title of today's show, Discipline and Desire Have Left Boxing. That tells you all you really need to know. The discipline for people to be reserved and allow the fights to manifest and become something worth looking at. The desire to have the best be delivered to you so you can really enjoy the content. It's gone, vacant. So I'm always dropping gems. It's just that you got to be available to catch them when they fall, huh? I try to share this. I try to make it as important as it should be. But like I said, people be dialed in and tapped into the wrong thing. You notice all these belts I got hanging up here in my studio? It's including the one IBO belt as well. But that represents boxing, not just a sanctioning body or whatever. That's supposed to show the representation of boxing. Like I said, you tune in to me, there are hints, tidbits all around. I'm very consistent with that and very thorough too. Lala D, you said you made a complaint video. A complaint on what? Oh, okay, I got you. What do you guys think about that Ramirez Rosado situation and how it fell apart? This guy came in 12 pounds overweight. 12 pounds. That was supposed to be a weight to rehydrate up to after the weigh-in. I mean, this sucker just, he came in and was like, you know, F a scale, huh? That was one of the biggest displays of unprofessionalism that I can see in recent memory. Then you turn around and basically Diaz does the same thing, coming in about 3 pounds, if not more, overweight. And they didn't want to cancel the entire card, so they let that fight go through last night. But, you know, thank goodness the boxing gods shined upon Mercedo to win the fight, and that was good. Now Diaz can go somewhere and cry in a corner because he did this to himself. Yeah, Lala D, he looked very disappointed, and I did see that video. I actually shared it, and it was just, you have to understand, these men, what you go through in a camp, you've taken punishment, you've been away from your family, you're dieting, you're doing so many things to get your body fit for battle, and then it's not gonna be a conclusion. And your payday. Oh man. That's why, you know, I made the title of today's show based on that situation. And I know I didn't talk much about that, but it was my intent to eventually get to it. That's why I asked the question, what you guys think about it. It's ridiculous. And I'm going to tell you something. You can't look at it like this when you say, well, you know, maybe he'll learn his lesson. And you got to come down hard on these guys today. That's the only way they're going to improve. They're not going to improve by you soft shoeing and patting them on the head and all of that. They're going to improve. You put your foot in their butt. That's what it's going to take, because society has gotten too soft on this stuff. And if they can't take it, they ain't gonna make it. You understand? But one thing you can also say is they won't be allowed to fake it. Yeah, Jay Gibson, Hester was touted as a future replacement for Manny a few years ago when he was younger, but it didn't pan out for him. That's why you don't never want to be like the next whoever. Just be the original whoever you are, huh? How many new Michael Jordans were there? Even before, way before Jordan retired, it was like, this guy's gonna be the new Jordan. Grant Hill and all these different dudes, man, it didn't pan out, did it? Turned out that Kobe was the closest thing to Michael Jordan. And ironically, Kobe, didn't look like him or nothing, but he had the work ethic of a Jordan and played hard. I don't think they had the same mentality though. Because Kobe's, well, I don't want to say that, but anyway, they were different, but they were similar. Yeah. Lala D says, Stormy, I haven't looked into it, but they say Earl is suggesting to Shakur to fight Frank Martin on it. Oh my God. What a fight. What do you think? Who thinks Martin is more than ready? The only time you'll find out whether these guys are ready is if they step up to the task. That's the only thing. Outside of that, who knows? But let's talk about Plant versus Benavidez coming up next Saturday. These two guys, my goodness, is this going to be a fight or what? They don't like each other. They've done some damning things toward one another. The camps are ready. They are ready. Benavidez, people have talked about recently that he's gotten in such good shape, you can see abs in his belly and everything. If he has been motivated to go after Caleb Plant, that's a good thing. Remember, discipline and desire have left the sport is the title of today's stream. So if it requires someone like Caleb Plant to get David Benavidez into shape, well, by Gunny, I want to see him fight a Caleb Plant every time he fights. Huh? PGA says, I think Martin is ready for all the smoke with everyone at 135. Well, if he ain't, he need to get out of the sport. All of these guys need to be ready for each other. They really do. Stop all the foolishness and get in the ring and start fighting. Yeah. AZ Landlord says, what's good, Stormy? Salute. Salute to you. Thank Father says, great fight. 6 days away. PGA thinks that the stamina issues will plague Caleb Plant again. I think that at the end of the day, Benavidez should be favored, but I think that Plant has to win the fight. Benavidez is expected to win the fight. He's a guy, he's strong and he's heavy-handed. He's not a knockout puncher. He's not. But he can overwhelm you with his volume. You know what he is like? Benavidez is like a bigger Joe Calzaghe. His volume and work rate can be very high and overwhelm people. He can wear you down. I don't know that Caleb Plant has enough pop on his punches to make him respect distance and space. And you have to look at it like this. At the end of the day, if Canelo Alvarez was able to finally track down on bad wheels, mind you, because Canelo had like 2 flat tires, He was driving on the rims. And he still got to Caleb Plant. And somewhere during that fight, Caleb was like saying to him, hey, I ain't too bad for a guy that's 23-0 or whatever, Well, that said a lot to me about Caleb Plant. Now, though he won't have that type of conversation with David Benavidez, the psychology aspect of it still remains. And David is not going to knock him out in 1 or 2 rounds. That's not going to happen. Caleb is not going to knock David out in 1 or 2 rounds. But after 5 rounds, somebody is going to make a decision and say, you know what? This is a little more than I bit off a little more than what I can chew. And that's when the separation will start. Breadman is a great coach. I like his philosophy. I've listened to some of his interviews, and he's very realistic. He's not the type of guy to talk foolishness just because it's his fighter. You know what I mean? He will talk sensibility, which I like. And he understands what threat that what's his name brings. He realizes it. Salute to my man, I am Trill Will out there in that super chat. He says, salute Stormy B man. Appreciate you, Trill Will. And also salute to Big Dog Willie out there. He says, Khan KO Joe Frazier and George Foreman in 1971. Facts. Well, Big Dog Willie, I don't know about that. Big Dog. Had to give that brother his fix of Khan. I told y'all, Stormy B man be working on stuff. You know what? You never know what you might get out of me, man. You never know. My alert is not working right now for the doggone what do you call it? The Streamlabs alert. PGH Big Dog out there in that super chat saying, Stormy B man, I like Benavidez' focus for this fight. Benavidez in 8, Breadman got Plant believing but not sold on his stamina issues. Somebody match. I got you, PGH. But you know what? Listen, man. Breadman has done a great job reinstilling a belief system in Caleb Plant's abilities, but Caleb is going to have to work through hardships that he has found himself, having difficulty with, and that's the difference right there. That's the difference. He's going to have to work through those things. He may be able to, he may not be able to. We'll see. We're going to find out. And then don't forget, first of the month, you guys, we got coming up after the Plant Benavidez pay-per-view distraction. We got your boy, AJ, coming back against Jermaine Franklin, huh? Now that's what I want to see. Not because AJ is with Derek James, huh? But because Jermaine Franklin is coming in saying, man, I ain't no punk. I ain't no punk, man. Yeah. What's going to happen there? April 1st, meaning April Fool's Day. Are we going to be fools for thinking that Jermaine Franklin can get it done? Or is AJ a fool thinking that he's back? Or will he be on his back? Huh? I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready. Huh? How about that? That's some good stuff, man. We got a couple of weeks of good boxing coming up. Yeah. Salute to Mo Boxing. I see you out there. Dank Father says the UK's #1 gangster. Yeah, right? The Jeff Ports, you know, he out there representing AJ. And then on the 19th, you got these two giant dinosaurs getting in with each other, huh? When Joe Joyce takes on Zili Zhang. Man, Godzilla versus King Kong is what I'm calling this one, huh? These two dudes gonna be in there like the giant kaiju of the Japanese film, you know, history. That Godzilla with fiery atomic breath and then Rodan, huh? I want to see it, man. I want to see it. Jay Gibson says, because I'm coming for them belts. That's right. I used to have that clip, because I'm coming for them belts.
I'm coming for them belts, boy.
Man, you can't tell me that fool did he sound foolish or what? Huh? When he said that, along with all that other stuff he was saying, that was crazy, man.
I'm coming for them belts, boy.
Like somebody was supposed to get all shook up, right? It's like, oh, he said he's coming for the belts. You don't sit your ass down somewhere. That's why you know you gotta love boxing, man. Cause this shit you can't make it up, huh? I hope they took AJ to Chinatown where he training over there so he could walk in there like this.
I like some Chinese spare ribs.
Chinese spare ribs?
You mean to tell me you don't know what Chinese spare ribs are? Well, let me show you, man.
Man, we'll always have stuff to laugh at about this stupid sport, man, when we, at the end of the day. It's just some shit is hilarious. Just naturally hilarious. You know? Just naturally hilarious. See, if AJ was really a boss going into that second fight against Usyk, he would have came in like this, but he didn't. But he don't know nothing about that. He don't know nothing about that. Yeah, huh? But I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all better watch out, cause if he lose this fight against Franklin, man, I'm sad to say it, but I just gotta put it to you the only way I know how. Expect something like this.
I suck this cock in Poland.
sorry. I don't mean to be one that laugh at his own jokes. But you know what? I need to laugh sometimes, y'all. I need. I got tears, man. I got tears. Oh my God. Oh man.
I'm coming for them belts, boy.
Hey, Jay Gibson, when they had that new documentary, Finding AJ, maybe they'll find him in Poland. Woo! Man, I done laughed so hard, I'm tired now. I'm freaking tired, bro. Edgar Chavez, what's good with you? Dude. I did my best, y'all. I did my best. You know what I mean? Try to come out here and talk about these fights with y'all a little bit. Talk about some real life stuff, huh? Because it's not always about fun and games. Yeah, buddy. I appreciate you guys, though. I think when my signal dropped out earlier, or when they cut me, my alerts for the people for super chats, normally it'll show on the screen, but it has to be rebooted, and I can't reboot it while I'm doing the live, so that's why you guys didn't see the chime come out on the screen. But again, that's from them folks messing with me, but that's okay, because we made it through still, huh? We made it through still. We had a great show, great conversation. I appreciate everybody letting me know where they were from, you know, those who decided to participate, because it still wasn't 20 plus people that did that. Only a few did. But like I said before, on many occasions, everybody ain't gonna make it, huh? So when you still stuck in the station with your ticket in your hand, just wave to those of us going bye-bye as we leave the land, huh? Goodbye. That's what you gotta say about that. Yep. Appreciate that, big homie Coop. Appreciate that. And look at it. He said, "Where the t-shirts at, Seafood? Where you think they at? They at on the page of the it's in the description box, bro. Huh? That's where the t-shirts at." See, one of the things you can say about these folks here, man, you have to, some folks you have to, wean them, huh? Like feed them with a baby bottle, huh? There you go, big homie Coop. That's where the t-shirt's at, right there, huh? Get you some, now you done asked, huh? Don't be asking if you ain't gonna be in the business of giving. Yeah, Lala D is coming up. This is gonna be a hype fight week. Hey, that first what they call it, behind the scenes or whatever with these guys, what they call the show, that show was pretty damn good. So I think they got one more to do. It's going to be interesting. Them two guys are ready to get it on. And I'm ready to watch. Yeah. But I'm going to get ready to get on out of here, y'all. That's my time. It's 12:30 p.m. here in the Chi. Some of you are in different time zones, but I want to say thank you to everybody that came out, those who sent super chats, pay the cash apps, those who willingly, voluntarily hit my like button and stuck through the stream interruptions. Much love and respect to you all. I hope that you have a great rest of your Sunday. And, shout out to the mighty LDBC. And we're going to get up out of here. And you guys can go and check out that merchandise. I put the link in the chat. So go over there and check you out something, huh? And there's these little circles beneath each item that comes in different colors. You click on those circles and it'll allow you to change the color of the item, so you can decide which one that you would like to get for yourself. Those bucket hats are nice. The Sensei ball caps are nice. Hey, the F plus get to the back of the class. 2 different types of tees. They're nice. I'm gonna show you something. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I can show you guys. Like, let me move my mic out the way so I can show you this stuff here. See, Stormy got his little merchandise up here. You see, I got that gray Stormybman tee. I was telling Lala D about it. She said she liked the black, but this dark gray is kind of nice too. Then we got that F plus get to the back of the class tee. That's nice with the Sensei emblem down here. The Sensei. Yeah. And then this one's the one I said has made out of a really nice material. What is this material? It don't even have the thing to tell you what it's made out. It's like almost nylon or something. But this one right here, F plus get to the back of the class collage shirt. That is fire. Okay? I love that shirt, man. That's what's happening, huh? Get you some. Yeah. So that's what you guys got to do, huh? Get you something like that. Yeah. So I see. Oh, we got no, big homie Cooper, I don't think that's polyester. I don't think it is. I could be wrong. I'm not a fabric guy, but it's really nice. Polyester don't feel nice, but that was really nice. Specific volume, what's good with you, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. And why is your supposed to be wrenched up on here? Specific volume. Salute the specific volume in the building. And since specific you in there, if you don't mind, when I go out after my outro, I'm gonna go out to your dedication to the champ, huh? Because I'm just about to leave the show. Everybody out here is, been checking me out for the past hour or two. But yeah. So we're gonna get out here. Don't forget, get you some of that merchandise, man, huh? Show that support and love for Stormy, man, because we out here, we're grinding. But we're going to get on up out of here. Peace to everybody out here, man. And since specific volume is in the building, we're going to do them up right with the dedication as we leave the building. Peace to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we up.
My time is coming, but the ones that hate just don't know it yet. They gon' beg and cry, cause I will not forgive them, and now they regret. But the damage is done with your name on the hit list. It's time for revenge. I done told you I warned you too many times, but you can't comprehend. With this black fist of mine, ain't no way to prepare for it. Knock you out the Yo Bomb Squad, the world know it. I speak it, believe it, receive it, so what more can I say? I've been knocking cowards out to this day. They call it the right hand of God. They know what the damage you do. I speak it, believe it, receive it. Not only talking, I'll be showing the proof. But still they deny I'm the best. Everyone I fought, I put them to rest. How many fighters do I have to run through in order for you to admit I'm the best? All they doing, throwing dirt on my name. Own kind, trying to put me to shame. All I ever did was speak up and show my love. Pray my people will use their brain, drug me and cheat. It don't matter cause I'm back on my feet. Back in the gym to turn up that heat. Damn devil gon' get put to sleep. Done. Sick of the racist acts. Why the media keep ignoring facts? I represent this country as a champ. Don't want me cause my spirit's strong, plus I am black. Y'all know what I mean when I say this country ain't fair to this day. No matter who's next, they hitting the ground. I promise that I'm here to stay. They can't ignore me for long. Bomb squad, we coming strong. How the hell did it take this long for y'all to know the shit that Fury was on? He must have been paying y'all good to hush and keep all this shit on the low. But I won't back down or stay on the ground, and that I think you all know. My time is coming, but the ones that hate just don't know it yet. They don't know it yet. They gon' beg and cry, cause I will not forgive them, and now they regret. Oh no. But the damage is done with your name on the hit list. It's time for revenge. Oh no. I done told you I warned you many times, but you can't comprehend it. With this black fist of mine, ain't no way to prepare for it. Knock you out the yo bomb squad, the world know it. I speak it, believe it, receive it. So what more can I say? What can I say? I've been knocking cowards out to the street.
I have a lot of people around me, positive energy, positive speaking, positive believing. Until that energy is broken, and then there's consequences behind that action.
You said that your people have been fighting for 400 years.
Your people too. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't sit up here and try to bait and not know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the fuck I talk about when I say these things. Your people too. Go look up the history. Shit, man. Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Let's go, man. To this